Welcome back to another system test. This will be system test 18 with my second fire alarm demo board. Let's see what I have installed today for this test. We have a Silent Night SD500PS dual action pull station. This was addressable, but I converted it to conventional. We have an older first generation Notifier B and G1 pull station, and a Cerberus Pyrotronics MS151. And then up here, I have a System Sensor CH2475 chime strobe. It has a fixed 75 candela strobe, and I currently have it set on the electromechanical tone. So I guess it really won't be sounding like a chime strobe in this video, but the tone on it is pretty unique, and it's on continuous high volume. We then have a Wheelock NS horn strobe. It is in white, which is kind of uncommon to see. It's on code 3 low volume, and I have it set to 30 candela. Up here is a System Sensor 1400 ionization smoke detector. This one's rebranded by Gamewell FCI, but it's pretty much the same thing. I then have a System Sensor fixed temperature heat detector. Usually I put these up when I have no ideas for my smoke and heat detector spots, so of course I won't be testing it, but maybe someday in the future I'll try to find a rate of rise version that we can test. But for now, it's just the normal fixed temperature. And then we have a Simplex heat detector. This one is rate of rise, and I think we will test it in this video today. On to the next system. I have one of my older and kind of beat up Simplex 4251-20 pull stations. I never really use it, so I kind of wanted to use it in this test. We then have a Firelight BG12, just a plain BG12. You can see this one doesn't have the Honeywell logo. It's one of the older styles. Up here is a System Sensor L Series remote strobe set on 75 candela. And then we have a System Sensor Mass. This is the older non-ADA model. It's the first generation non-ADA. And this is one of the early ones that if you want to set the tone on it, you have to actually break off pieces of the circuit board. And I don't really want to do that, so right now it's on its default setting, which is continuous, and I don't know what the tone is considered, but it's pretty much just its default tone. And I think I don't actually know what candela it is. I want to say 15, but I know it's kind of dim. And then we have a System Sensor 2400TH smoke and heat detector combo. So that's everything. Let's get started, and I think we will pull this pull station first. So here we go. See alarm in zone 2, which is that. And I'm going to go ahead and reset this pull station. The label on it is missing when I got it, which is kind of unfortunate, but oh well. It's a pretty unique pull station. And now you can also see audible silence with the chime strobe, but no audible silence with the NS because it is a 2-wire device. Let's reset the system. While that's resetting, we can come over to this system and set it off, but I want to do something different. So again, I mentioned that this is a smoke and heat detector, and I've had this detector in my collection for like 8 or 9 years now. Actually, it's probably been more like 7 or 8, and I've never tested the heat detector. Normally these have this little disc that goes around it. Let me acknowledge this because it'll be hard to hear me with it beeping. Anyways, but normally there's a disc around it, but I broke it off when I first got it. But again, I've never tested the heat detector, so let's try that out. So to test this detector, I have this kind of funny fire extinguisher lighter. Uh-oh, doesn't look like this one works. By the magic of having 2 of them, let's go ahead. Darn it! This one was literally just working. I tested it before I started filming again. I guess I'll have to buy some more. Oh well, we can use a boring lighter, I guess. Here we go. I don't know if you heard that, but this detector actually made a click noise when it went into alarm. So that's pretty neat, and also kind of cool to see it activate. Actually, the more I think about this, I don't know if I've ever seen anyone activate a 2400TH smoke detector with the heat sensor part. So that's cool. Audible silence, of course, with both strobes. Oh, it clicked again. That's interesting. Maybe it reset. It's still kind of warm. We'll let that cool off either way. So we'll leave this system in silence, and we can come back to this system and pull the Silent Night pull station. Let's re-alarm this system with the T-bar. And audible silence in both systems. Let's reset the pull stations, and then we can reset the panels. I'm just kind of giving time for this heat detector to cool off. And here's the Silent Night key. To the inside. Alright. So hopefully the heat detector is ready to go. I think when it clicked the second time, I'm pretty sure that means it's reset. There must be some sort of relay on the inside. But that's interesting. I didn't know they had an audible noise to them that kind of clicked. So we'll reset that system. And let's reset this system. I have some of my trusty Smoke Saber smoke detector test spray. So let's test the 1400 smoke detector. Uh-oh. Looks like we got an alarm with this one. I probably sprayed too much on this, so I guess we activated that smoke detector also. That's kind of funny. Well, I guess a 2-in-1 test. So while these are airing out, because I know it's going to take a while, probably shouldn't have sprayed that much, let's activate this heat detector. And you can see the red LED is on, meaning it is in alarm. This LED normally doesn't flash. It only comes on when the heat detector is activated. Actually, I forget. What is the model of this? 4098-9401. And it is a rate of rise heat detector. And I think we should be aired out. I hope. Hopefully so. We'll find out. That kind of startled me when this system activated. I didn't really expect that, but that's what happens if you spray too much. Okay, so the only two devices we haven't tested is the BG12 and the Cerberus Pyrotronics pull station. So, for our final test, I'll pull both of them, and we will see both systems in alarm one last time. So, here we go. Now, let's reset both of these pull stations. And they actually take the same tool. This is a hex key, Allen wrench, whatever you like to call it. Let's reset the BG12 first. And now we will reset this pull station. I've always liked these because of the little alarm indication that comes up when you pull it. And these have like the coolest reset. It's so neat. I like it. I don't know why they ever redesigned these pull stations. I dislike the newer ones that you have to turn the screw and open it like a door. Anyways, but that will do it for this system test. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions about anything you saw in this video. I'll try to answer your questions as best as I can. If you'd like to see more videos of my fire alarm demo systems, make sure to check those out, and there might be some other videos on my channel you'd like as well. So that's all for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.